Yo, what's up guys? My name is Fuzi and today I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to play YORU on bind and essentially the different types of flashes and strats that you could do in order to make your lives a lot easier with him on bind. So without further ado, I don't want to talk that much, so let's begin. So first of all, we're going to be on defender side of A site, and usually a strat that I like to do whenever it's an eco or whenever we just won the round or something is that what I like to do is that I like flash left side and then I just peek here or here. You could do either side honestly, but then honestly this flash is just best for right side, because usually the enemies, they will either, I don't know, when they see this flash, it's like they will either walk up here or they're gonna go back here or something. It's usually unexpected. I'd say do it around like 1 or 3 times a game or something, but it's really OP. And then another strat that you could do is actually here in U-Hull. So what I like to do, there's 2 flashes here. I could do this for sure and then peek, or you could do this one way. I don't do this a lot, to be honest, but it's really useful though. Yeah, there. As you can see, this one doesn't flash you. You just have to angle it at like the right way, I guess. So like put your crosshair under it or something, and then there. Alright, and then another thing that you could do here actually is that usually what I like to do is that if showers are smoked off and then the enemy is like planting default, which they always do, to be honest, usually what I like to do is that I just flash up here and then I peek, and it's that easy. Yoru is so versatile on bind that you could literally like do anything that you want with him. So like another thing that I like to do here is that sometimes if I'm feeling cool enough, I put my clone here and then I put my TP on top of the box and then I just TP once the round starts. And usually it's unexpected unless you hear your clone go away, but I don't really try it that much. It's kind of risky, but I'd say it's okay. It's an okay play. And then another thing that I do for showers is that when they're walking up here and then when they're walking up, what I like to do is that I like to use a one way. It's the same concept as a short, and then I just peek. Although keep in mind when you do this flash, when people are at an angle like this and then you do your flash there, I don't know, they won't be able to get flashed by it. So another alternative flash that I like to do, I don't actually know the lineup for this, but then it's essentially a pixel flash. I'm pretty sure you do it like that, then it hits that thing. I'm not sure, but then I need like a certain lineup for it. But essentially you just flash here and then you peek, and then I'd say that's pretty much it for showers. Usually what I like to do on A sometimes is that I go through the TP and then do the TP play. Now obviously you've seen every Yoru player do this, but then you can do this both ways, to be honest. It's like if you just want to sit in the TP, then just do that, or you could aggro with your TP and then peek there, and it's that easy. So for B, there's a lot of really good flashes that you could do here. So aka you have the ziptie flash right here. It's a really easy concept. You could either do it like here or up here, but preferably I like to do it up here so that the enemy can't see it, because usually if they're like walking up here, if you do that flash and then they're pre-aiming here, it's like kind of difficult to turn away from. So then another one that I like to do is that I sit in hookah and then I walk up once the round starts, and then I usually like to stand somewhere here and then I flash and then I peek. Although there's another one that I saw Red do. It's like you have to, it's almost if you need perfect timing with the flash, and then you have to memorize when it pops, but then essentially you flash like that and then you'll be able to use the box as cover for it. It's kind of difficult to do. I haven't really tried it that much. Yeah, it's like that. So I guess you just stand here and then you aim at the darker part of the sand. Yeah, you aim at the darker part of the sand, and then it's an easy one-way flash that won't blind you at all. And best thing about this, compared to this flash, you'll be able to peek. I mean, you could peek before, you could peek before this one actually flashes, but then I'd say this one is better right here. It may be easier it may be easier to turn away from, but then imagine you combo this with like a clone or something. And then, wait. give me a minute. Like, let's say that you put your thing here, and then you clone, and then yeah, that's basically it. And then another thing that you could do here is that when you're on defense, usually sometimes what I like to do is that I just sit here, and then I try to like angle the flash. I don't know if it's possible, but then you angle it. Yeah, like that. Sometimes I like to do this in my comp games, and then it gives me like a lot of easy kills. And you could do this both ways. I'm pretty sure this thing is made of glass already, but then you could also, you could do it both sides of the tube, which is actually pretty good. So like you could stand all the way back here, and then it won't flash you unless you do it like that. So technically you have to be crouching for it, and then you need to keep in mind that like your flash goes above your crosshair a bit, so you need to like aim it a bit downwards, if that makes sense. And then another strat that I like to do is that I like to sit here, and then I don't know, I wait for them to drop from hookah. Like usually I would just have my my teammate watching this, and then I'd just watch them drop or something. Like it could probably be good with chamber trip or something. And then I'd say that's basically it for B. I mean, you could do this flash or something if you want. I did this once and then I never did it again, honestly, but then it's okay. Actually, wait, that's a one-way. Wait. Well, that's a new one-way for you guys. I don't know if it works, but it's a one-way. So that's basically it for the flashes on defense and all the strats that you could use. Oh, wait, actually, no. There's another one that I like to do here. So usually when I'm just memeing or something, I like to put my TP here. And then I like to put my clone as well. Then what I like to do is I would just, I don't know, I'd break the Skydog or Fade Dog or whatever, the Sova drone, and then I just pick the TP. Then I'd say it's only good for one pick, to be honest. I mean, it's not really something that I would do personally, but then if you want to do it, then you could do it. And then another thing that I like to do here is that when the barriers drop, I instantly try and like run here, because it's usually unexpected, especially if they're playing slow on an eco or something. Then I could do like the reverse of the one way, and then I could just flash up here. And then I'd say this is the last flash that you could do. I don't usually do this a lot, but this flash, you basically aim your crosshair on this line. It's like you stand around here, and then you aim on that line. You could do it for here as well, and then this one as well. Yeah, that's basically it for defenders. So we're gonna be moving on to attackers right here. So if you're gonna push a short, then usually what I like to do is that I place, once I'm up here, I place my clone like this, and then I put my TP backside. And usually what I like to do is that I blind over this box, and then it would like full blind the enemy here, because it serves as this type of flash. So like if you flash it from here and then flashes here, for example, no way will anyone standing here be able to react to it. The only downside to this though is that usually it doesn't get anyone in showers. So I'd say just have like a teammate push showers or something, at least one, and then once you do your strat, you tell them when to peek after you flash, and then you could get multiple kills, and then they could just clear close or something. Another thing that I like to do on a short is that sometimes I like to insta blind the moment that the barriers drop, because usually there could be like a chamber upping or something. You could do this high or low, but I don't know. I prefer somewhere in the middle, like here, I guess. And then another thing that I like to do is that, you know, you've seen every single YORU YouTuber do this, but then you put your TP there, and then you flash, and then you TP. It's that simple. And then it would blind anyone close or anyone that's peeking, like with a ghost or something on first round. And the bonus to it is that, when you buy, usually when you buy on the first round with YORU or something, you're gonna be buying a shorty or just one clone, one blind, and then one TP, I guess, and then you're gonna have 300 creds left. So after you kill that one guy, or possibly 3, if you kill 3 in here, then you're gonna have possibly enough to buy a Vandal next round or something. And then we're gonna move on to showers. Yeah, showers. All right. So when the barriers drop, I like to put my TP here, and then showers is actually the best play. Showers is actually the best place to use Yoru with. So like, there's a lot of different things that you could do with him in showers. So like, usually what I like to do is that if I want to save my util, then I just place my clone. But then, if I want to go for an aggressive play, like let's say that we're on a bonus round with specters and then the enemies have vandals or something. So usually in that case, I just like to put my TP, and then I have 2 options here. I could either, oh no, I actually have 3 options for the flash here. I could either blind that, but they could react to it if they expect it, or like this, which is usually a pop flash for anyone that's peeking here. Or usually what I like to do, I aim it on the floor, and then it's like it's a pop flash essentially. The only downside to that though is that you have to be careful whenever you're doing it. So like, let's say, oh, I do that flash and whatnot, then you have to check this corner instantly. Like after you check this and then there's no one there, you instantly have to check this. And then after you push up showers or something, this is why I usually save my clone whenever I'm going showers. But then what I like to do is that I place my clone somewhere in CT there, then I place my thing, and then I could either do this flash and then TP, or usually what I like to do, as I'm a team flasher and whatnot, is that I flash that. Although I usually tell my teammates when I'm flashing or to look away, but that flash is really good because it literally goes like up here, and then it'll full blind anyone that's right there. They probably won't expect it. Even anyone that's watching, like, you know, U-Haul or something, I think. And then after I'm TP'd up here, wait, I'll just give a demonstration of it. So like, let's say that, you know, we're in a game, I place my thing, and then I TP, I get 1 kill, and then what I do, I put my TP in showers instantly, and then I try to creep up here, and then I try to do this flash most of the time. Yeah, that flash. I try to do this one most of the time. And when I'm done, I just TP back, and then usually what I do is that I wrap around short if there's time. So if you're gonna push B, then usually what I do, I just walk over here, because I always expect there to be util thrown the moment that the barriers go down, like a silver drone or anything. But I don't really push hookah that often because it's like such a closed space, because I have PTSD from the freaking judge or whatnot. But then what I like to do, I just flash here, and then I kill close, and then you have to check this box as well. But then if they smoke you off here, what I like to do is that I put my TP there, and then I clone out here, pretty sure, and then I just flash. And then usually 99% of the time, or 80%, usually when I do this, like this combo, when I put that down, when it's smoked, and then put my clone, usually when I flash TP, the enemy will always be looking at the clone, because they're going to be so confused on like which one is the real one. And then another thing that I like to do is that if my teammate is already out and then I need to get the trade or something, I instantly put my TP down, and then I flash here. And it's a good flash for tube, honestly. And then again, same concept. If I want to push elbow or something, then I could either do this flash or this flash. Just note that if you TP all the way here, then there won't be flash. So I'd say combo with like with a clone or something. So, and then usually when I try to enter on long, it's kind of like I basically just do whatever the hell I want on long. So like, if there's a guy peeking, I would just, I don't know, I would just jiggle peek or something. And then just note, if you, this isn't the same concept as showers where you like flash this part of the wall. If you flash here, then wait, let me see if I can show it. Oh lord, wait. Like, it doesn't blind anyone that's close here. It only blinds anyone that's peeking here, I'd say. Wait, no, even if, like, if you blind against this wall, then it would blind anyone that's, you know, peeking from this off angle, like here and here. It wouldn't blind them. So usually what I do is that I place my TP here, and then I either do this flash or this one that I do all the time, because it aims downwards. And then after I push up long, I either put my TP elbow or I put it into sight. And then I would just place my clone here, I'd say. And then you could just go in the post plant. Again, do this flash or something. And yeah, that's basically it. Now, I literally forgot about this, okay? I'm literally like recording this without a script or something. But then usually the TP lineups, I don't really do a lot of them. But then one thing that I know is that like this area of spawn is like kind of weird. So what I do is I just, I don't know, I aim it on like the third line, I guess. And then the TP will like go somewhere tower, I'm pretty sure. Nope, never mind. Usually what I do, I put it on this line right over here. I'm pretty sure it'll go tower. It's one of these lines where it'll go to tower. Yeah, it's that one. There you go. Alright. Yeah, so that TP goes all the way to tower. Then you could just peek out here. And that's the same concept for here. You stand over here, and I'd say I aim around like the little map paper thing, the corner of it. And then this TP will go all the way here. And then another TP that I like to use is, I've only seen it once in a zip tie video, but then I usually just try to like, I don't know, if the barrier is here, I try to like aim somewhere in the middle-ish of here. Then what I do is I'd have like my fade ulti or something so that they're deafened. And then make sure that they're not following your TP though. And then if you think that they're following, then just ult. But then if they're complete idiots, then just dry TP like that, like, then get the kills. There's not a lot that you could, there's no aggro TP like that on B, to be honest, because, you know, if you place your TP here, then it's kind of stupid because it's out in the open. But then I'm pretty sure there's some lineup for it, like over here. But then I don't know any. And then I'd say the best one to their spawn is like A or something. And I'm gonna discuss post plant strats that you could do. So here, usually what I like to do is that, you know, most players, they plant for default or something. And then what I like to do is that I'm usually retreated all the way back in short. So what I would do is that I would go showers, then I'd place my thing here along with my TP, and then I just wrap all the way around back to short. And then I don't know, I'd say I'd just wait for my teammates to do their thing. And then when it's a 1v1 or something, I just activate both of them and then kill them in default. And then you could do this the other way around. Like you could do here, then just wrap around all the way to showers. Once you do that, you activate it, then it's an easy bait and switch. And then I'd say another good one that I just thought of right now, being honest, if the spike is planted here, and then usually I just like to bamboozle my enemy. So like most of the time when, I don't know, in some situation or some form, if the spike is planted here and then I'm all the way in short, and then usually I just ask for a smoke for Evan or something, I'd creep up to U-Haul, and then what I do is I place my clone here, and then I would just activate it when I hear the spike. Then I fake TP and then I flash back sight, just to cause more confusion. And then they would be looking backwards. And then if I have another flash, I'll just do it again. And then kill them. Let's say that that you're on post plant for B. And then you walk up puka, then plant the spike there, or there. Although never do the strat when it's planted here or here or something. But then what I do, again, place my TP, And then when I hear the enemy defuse, I flash like this little thing. I don't even know what this is. It's like a giant thingy or whatnot, a giant screen or something. Then I flash, and then I make the fake DP sound. Now, what this does, it doesn't. The point of it is not to actually flash them. I mean, there were cases where I did accidentally like flash people with that, but then the purpose of it is to like kind of make the enemy guess on where you are. Because what this does is that it activates a sound cue, and it's actually, what is it? 99% of the time I've gotten people with this. So like, let's say that, you know, the bomb is planted here, and then we got sight for free, and then I just blind up there or something. And then 99% of the time, I guarantee you they will not expect it unless they watch ziptie or something. So if they do watch ziptie, then usually what I like to do, if we get sight for free, I like to put my clone out here along with my TP. And then I walk back all the way to long, and then I just watch it. And then once I hear them defusing, I'm gonna flash. And then it'll make it look like I flash TP'd. And then I'll just kill them. Another thing that I like to do for B though is that usually I just have my TP here. It's the same thing as there. Although just make sure that they can't see the clone though. Otherwise, usually what I like to do is that I place my clone further away so that it doesn't clip through the wall and then they see it. Obviously they're going to hear the TP, but then you could do a kind of reverse of it. So like, let's say that you're up elbow, then it's a 1v1, then you hear them defuse, and then, oh shoot. Okay, so let's say that you're up elbow, and then it's a 1v1, you hear the spike defuse or something, like probably planted here or here. Make sure it's not planted like there or something, otherwise you can't see them. But then what I like to do is that I go here, I flash, and then I just kill them. It's the same concept as here. It's supposed to make them look over there. So I'd say that's basically it for the video. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more maps like this, then feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll do more of these. These are kind of entertaining for me, to be honest, because it gives me a break from everything. But that's basically it. Again, if you want more videos, then just do whatever, comment, like, subscribe, or whatnot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.